Now, empaths don't get destroyed by open enemies. They get drained by the ones who turn friends into spies. Triangulation is when someone can't attack you directly, so they build a triangle. They use others to carry their message, to spread their doubt, and shift the emotional temperature of every room you enter. Is gang stalking through relationship distortion? What do I mean? It turns conversation into surveillance and community into confusion. Triangulation means inserting a third party into every conflict or conversation to control perception. At work, it sounds like people are saying you're hard to work with. In families, I'm only telling you this because I care. The goal is to make you defend yourself to ghosts, people you can't confront, in stories you can't verify. Empaths, being relational, chase harmony. So they start explaining, clarifying, and fixing. That's when they get trapped. Empaths value connection, honesty, and mutual understanding. Triangulators exploit those values. They know you seek closure, not revenge. They know you'll analyze tone, not intention. They know your empathy will keep you in the conversation long after discernment told you to walk away. Each triangle has three energies. You have the instigator, the messenger, and the empath. Now, the instigator thrives on control. The messenger believes they're helping or staying neutral. But the empaths absorbs the impact of both. The triangle stays alive as long as you keep responding. Silence collapses it. Triangulation is subtle gaslighting. It shifts focus from behavior to reputation. You become the topic, not the participant. That's how spiritual gang stalking hides in plain sight through emotional mediation that rewrites history while pretending to seek peace. Energetically, triangulation spreads fragmentation. Each whisper sends a thread of confusion that tries to wrap around your aura. That's why you feel scattered, because parts of your energy are being pulled into conversations you're not even in. The spiritual cure isn't aggression, it's recollection, calling your energy back. People suddenly treat you differently without clear reason is a sign, right? That's a pattern. Instead of you chasing the story, you break those energy loops. Silence is a frequency of power, not passivity. When you're silent, it shows strength, not weakness. You don't have to interject yourself into every conversation. Neither do you have to explain yourself to have a response for gossip. When you withdraw attention, the triangle loses electricity. They'll call you cold or distant, but that's just projection. They're angry because they can no longer feed off your response. See, your responses keep it going because you want to defend yourself. Your instinct will be to expose the manipulation, but revelation without timing turns truth into a spectacle. So let exposure happen naturally. When you stay consistent, time will separate authenticity from acting. Your job is preservation, not performance. Triangulation trains the empath to evolve from feeling everything to reading intention. You learn that peacekeeping isn't the same as people pleasing. You discover the strength of selective silence. You realize that discernment is love with boundaries. That's spiritual maturity disguised as betrayal. Once you recognize triangulation, you see it everywhere in politics, media, even spiritual circles. You stop personalizing it and start understanding it as a pattern of control. And the moment you understand a pattern, you no longer feel trapped in it. That's how the empath becomes untouchable, not by hardening, but by awakening to it. You were never meant to live in emotional geometry. Step out, stand tall, and let truth speak in its own time. Every empath who survives triangulation becomes a teacher of emotional intelligence and energetic sovereignty. Thank you for visiting my channel. Stay covered, stay conscious, and stay undefeated. See you on the next one. Bye.